Hey everybody, it's Tom and T from Show Me Coasters, and can you believe it? Halloween is literally just around the corner.
It seems like yesterday was just summer.
It literally was last week.
Last week, yes. So we've been going to Six Flags for around last 6-7 years, and we noticed like Six Flags is sprucing up their parks and renamed some of their section themed to a DC universe and characters. So I don't see why our park's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree. I can totally see that happening at our park. I think our park needs more centralized theming, with the different sections.
I mean, there's one section of the park that I noticed, it's already taken its form. The only thing that's missing is the banner and the label itself. That is the Britannia section where, the Excalibur and Highland Fling and
Dragon's Wing.
Dragon's Wing used to be. It's all the rides they're added there is already themed to a DC character already.
Right, with Supergirl being there, and then we're getting Rookie Racy this year, but that can easily be rethemed, I think. And then next year we get the Joker, Carnival of Chaos. It's
the existing ride like Pandemonium. That can easily be rethemed to Harlequin, Crazy Spin, or even the Riddler. You know. So this section itself, the only thing that's missing is where Excalibur used to be. I mean, it doesn't have a big footprint, but for me, I can see that space shot in that location themed to like a, Justice League Tower of Power or something.
Yeah, I could see that, or Shazam,
like
Tower of Eternity, like they're adding at Fiesta, Texas.
And another area that's a strip of land, it's not much, the upper section of the old go-kart is, I could see a flat ride of some kind. Like, for example, second generation Hus Troika, like Mustang Runner would fit in there.
Yeah.
And themed to Poison Ivy.
Right, yeah.
The area between the boss, Q-Line, and Rookie Racer. And continue with the DC theming, the area, just by the Old Glory Amphitheater. A lot of Six Flags Park has removed these outdoor amphitheater. And I mean, it's just sitting idle. I haven't seen concerts of the Old Glory in a long time. So, for fun, we're going to remove the Old Glory Amphitheater and continue with the DC theming over here.
So, just for fun, we were thinking about going back to B&M for this next coaster. And I think it would fit in this area really well because that's a pretty sizable chunk of real estate.
And the ride we picked for you is not very long, so about 2,500 feet.
So we're going to give you Aquaman Wave Rider. Now this is a B&M, the new generation of their stand-up coaster that's inspired by SeaWorld's Pipeline Surf Coaster.
Yeah, we might even add for kicks, the splash zone.
Yeah, just to make it sort of a water feature.
For Aquaman. And for the flat rides, we're going to add this section. We're going to bring you the traditional family rides that has left the park. The first ride we're going to add is Gotham City Waterfront Taxi, which is going to be on your left, red triangle here, by the boss. And this is the return of the bumper cars.
And on the right, down at the bottom of the square, that's going to be the Cyborg Cyberspin. And that's going to be a Mondial top scan. And if you've ever seen one of these at night, like at Canada's Wonderland or at Carowinds, these are really impressive. And they're actually pretty fun rides, too. Good thrill.
It's beautiful at night. And the red square by the front entrance of Aquaman Wave Rider is the Larson Flying Scooter. We're going to name that Wonder Woman's Flight School.
And last but not least, in this section, we're going to add a Zephyr or Flying Carousel and call it Supervillain Swing, just like up at Six Flags Great America.
Yeah, especially toward the end of that section, it's dark. We just need a ride that is beautifully lit at night, just to brighten up the area, the new area.
So, folks, that's going to do it for the DC Universe area of the park. Let's move on to the next section that we were talking about.
The Steampunk District.
Now, this section of the park is going to include part of the Illinois section up by where the tidal wave used to be and move its way down the hill towards Shoto's Market.
Yeah, we're not going to go crazy and add a bunch of rides. We're probably going to add 2 or 3 rides here.
So the first ride we're going to add in this new section where the old tidal wave was is going to be an antique car ride, a return of a great classic ride to Six Flags St. Louis. And we're going to call that the Route 66 Auto Tour. And this will have theming throughout the ride with different areas, from Chicago all the way to LA, different landmarks and things throughout the ride. So that by the time you get back to the station, you've completed the whole Route 66.
And next to the antique car ride, we're going to give you guys another coaster, the Ultra Splash Surf Coaster by Intamin. We're going to name this one Nautilus after Jules Verne 20,000 League Under the Sea. And it would be a great replacement for Tidal Wave.
And of course, we're going to retheme this area as we move our way down from up at the Illinois section down towards Shoto's Market, with more of that steampunk aesthetic, you know, the brass gears and clockworks, just to bring this section alive. But we wanted to add one last ride, and that's going to be right next to the Old Time Photo Shop, and that's going to be called H.G. Wells' Time Machine, and that's going to be one of those Zamperla nebuluses.
Folks, I hope you enjoy our vision of what the DC Universe and Steampunk District in St. Louis will look like. After all, this is just our, imagination. I hope you enjoy our vision of what the park looks like. This is T.
This is Tom.
And have a good night.
Have a great night.
Thank you.